If you've been around for a while, you know how obsessed I am with Louis Vuitton. It was my very first luxury love, and I got to experience my very first Louis Vuitton fashion show, and I wanted to share with you what I wore to that event. It was so much fun. If you follow me on Instagram and you watch my stories, you did get to see a little bit of a sneak peek. You did get to see the outfit, but I did have a lot of questions in regards to the accessories. So I'm gonna go through literally every single piece that I wore to the Louis Vuitton fashion show. It was kind of like a two-in-one fashion show slash trunk show. Basically, they recreated their Paris Fashion Week runway show and brought it here to the Houston area. It was in the downtown area. It was at the Post, and they basically blanketed the entire room in orange. They wanted to make it feel like the inside of a hot air balloon. That was kind of the theme for Paris Fashion Week, the Louis Vuitton fashion show. And I did have a few of you guys ask how I was invited, and I was just invited by my sales associate or my client advisor. I'm not sure what their exact title is anymore, to be honest, but I was invited from my sales associate. It actually had nothing to do with LuxMommy. He didn't even know I created content until we were scheduling like the fitting and everything for my outfit. So that was kind of a nice little surprise. Obviously, I did take a few little clips while I was there, which I will share throughout this video, but it was a really fun experience. I'd never experienced any sort of fashion show of any kind, and they basically had an entire runway. The way that it was set up was really cool because there was stairs that were going different ways, and you could see the models coming from under the stairs. They were going down, they were coming the other way, some were going up. It was just a really cool experience overall, and they had this like really dramatic music going on. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to share that music just for copyright reasons, but it was really dramatic. It was just a really cool experience. I'm really glad that I went. It was very short though. The entire fashion like runway process was 15 minutes from beginning to end. You got to see each outfit twice. You got to see it the first time it went down the runway, and then they had a final walk, which I think is pretty customary for, you know, fashion shows. So you got to see each outfit twice, and then at the end of the fashion show, they set up an entire room. The models walking through, they had champagne and hors d'oeuvres, and you could shop, you could pre-order basically the spring and summer fashions. It was just a really cool experience, and I'm really glad that I got invited. But I did want to go through everything that I wore to the event, and I did buy something, and I'll share that at the end. So let's go ahead and dive into my outfit. So keep in mind, I've already worn these, so they may look a little wrinkly. I know this actually has some makeup on the collar here, so obviously these needs to be cleaned. I can smell my perfume. I did get a new Louis Vuitton perfume, which I will share. I actually fell in love with two, but I did end up buying one, and I can still smell it on my clothes. It is seriously like, it could be my new signature scent. It is that good. But this was the very first piece that I really fell in love with when I was trying to decide on something to wear for this particular event. This is just a classic white button down with this tone-on-tone Louis Vuitton monogram print. It's on the entire shirt. You guys know I talk about closet essentials quite often. A white classic button down is going to be obviously a wardrobe staple, but with this Louis Vuitton print, I just feel like it obviously elevates the piece. This is something that I can reach for many, many years. So I really wanted to incorporate this in the look for the fashion show. The next piece that I ended up adding to my outfit were these shorts. I really fell in love with these shorts, and even though I wasn't really sure how often I'd be able to wear them over time, I felt like they just made such a statement. They were such a beautiful piece. I also had the shirt tailored, so keep in mind every single item that I'm sharing with you, Louis Vuitton tailored for me, customized it to fit my particular body frame, you know, and it was complimentary with the purchase. So I did have a couple of inches taken off the length. I'll pop on some pictures of the try-on so you can really see the difference in the proportions on me. It just made such a difference adding that and just tailoring to my body. I really fell in love with these. These are of course like a beautiful tweed. You've got this kind of, what would you call this? Crisscross hatch kind of print with this leather waistband. It almost looks like a belt. You've got this faux little flap here, and then they do have pockets. These were just so chic, and even though this isn't going to be a piece that I'm going to wear a ton because it's such a, you know, it definitely is a statement, I feel like. They're still a classic short, so I definitely feel like I can pull these out every spring and summer for sure. I just think they're so beautiful. They can be styled so many different ways as well. I love these so much. I originally was just gonna wear the shirt, the button down, and the shorts, and I ended up adding this jacket at the very last and final fitting. We do need to tweak it a little bit, but I ended up wearing it over the shoulders, so it was perfect for the fashion show. But I really fell in love with this piece. You guys know how obsessed I am with blazers. This one is definitely not a traditional blazer by any mean, but it is very unique and different from my collection. You've got this like pointed detail, almost kind of tuxedo vibe. You've got just a classic zip there. You've got the zips on the sleeves as well. And then you have these tassels, one on each arm and one down the center zip. And if you look at the one down the center zip, it actually has the Louis Vuitton mini monogram on it. You can turn the straps on the other side as well, which is black. And then the ones on the arm, both sides are black. But I just thought this piece was really beautiful. And I thought it just added, like it elevated the shorts and the shirt. Like I said, I originally was just gonna wear the shorts and the button down and then of course everything else that I'm about to share with you. But at the final fitting, we kept trying on different jackets. There was actually a matching jacket to the shorts and a lot of you guys recommended that I get that one. Even with tailoring, that one just wasn't a good fit for me. I just didn't like the overall silhouette. It was a very boxy jacket. It wasn't a fitted or kind of like traditional blazer of any kind. It was very boxy and it just did not look good on me at all. And I just felt like this one looked so much better. And of course it's black. I feel like I can definitely reach for this one for many years. I do have to take it into Louis Vuitton and have it tailored some more to actually fit me for long term. But this is definitely going to be a piece that I will reach for many years. I feel like it's classic, it's timeless, and I feel like all the pieces that I ended up grabbing, I feel like I will be able to enjoy for many years. So they're great investment pieces as well. I had a lot of you ask about these shoes that I was wearing, and yes, of course, they were also Louis Vuitton. These are brand new as well, currently in stock and available. They come in a few different colors. I actually originally wanted the gold, is so beautiful. They also come in silver. I just feel like this is a classic heel that I will be able to reach for again for many years. So I feel like this was a good investment. I do want to point out two like Louis Vuitton kind of features on this heel that make it really special. So first you have the V right here at the buckle. It is in gold in all the colors. So no matter what color you get, this will be in a gold hardware. One of the things that I like about the silver version of this is you kind of get a two-tone look because the leather of the silver one is silver, of course. All of this is silver, and then you've got the gold detail here with the buckle as well as the V. I thought that was a really fun touch to have two-toned if you decided to go with the silver. And then the last Louis Vuitton finish or kind of like detail is the heel. As you can see, it kind of flutes out to the clover detail of the Louis Vuitton logo. I thought this was a really fun detail as well. Not only is it clever to kind of add this detail for that Louis Vuitton signature look, but it actually made the heel really comfortable as well. So I also think that this feature is going to allow this shoe to wear really well over time. These were surprisingly comfortable for a heel. I did go true to size in these. I got a 36.5, so I would go with your true to size if you're wanting to order these. I really like them, and I do think that they are wide foot friendly. I am not wide foot friendly, but I say that because I had a lot of room. They just were really comfortable. I do plan on adding like a flower petal or something here because like I said, I did have a lot of room. So I think that if I add a little something right here at the ball of the foot, it'll help my foot feel a little bit more secure and not move around so much. So I really like these. I feel like they're so classic and looked perfect with this outfit. I also really was hoping to use one of the bags from my current collection. There wasn't really anything that I had my eye on to add. So I was able to wear my petite mall, which you guys know I haven't worn this bag a whole lot. I originally was going to wear this just as a clutch with no strap of any kind, and I just really knew that probably wasn't going to work for me for that entire show and the shopping and the walking around and everything. So I ended up adding the strap that came with my Louis Vuitton Cuisine bag. I really like this strap. One, I liked the length of it because it did allow me to wear it on the shoulder, but it didn't hang really long if I still wanted to hold the bag just as a clutch. And I also felt like the chunkiness of it was perfect for this bag and for being at a fashion show. So I really like these together. So if you you have a Cousin bag, you also have a petite malle, or you're wanting to add one or the other and you already have one of them, this is a really good reason to do so, because I just feel like that this strap is so versatile and you could use it on so many different bags. But I just felt like this bag was perfect addition to this outfit, very stylish and perfect for a fashion show. I did end up grabbing some earrings as well for this particular outfit, and this was also a last minute add-on. I ended up buying these at the very last fitting as well, and I thought these were really fun. These are part of the fashion jewelry line, not the fine jewelry line, and they are this kind of modern hoop, kind of oblong shaped, and they each have a pearl, but the pearls are different. So one of the pearls has the little clover on both sides, and then the other pearl has an LV logo, one on each side, which I thought was really fun. I felt like this outfit needed a little something. I originally was gonna wear my LV hoops. I believe they're called the Louis hoops, and I tried them on with the outfit and they just weren't at all the right vibe, the right style. So I tried these on and I felt like they were a much better fit. I feel like these are a good kind of statement, but not crazy statement earring. I feel like I can definitely get some wear out of these because they're just the right boldness for being something that you can wear every day, but also as a statement for like date night or something. I thought these were really, really cute as well. And of course, you know how much I love my fashion kind of designer jewelry. So this was a perfect addition to my collection. I also got a lot of questions about the sunglasses I ended up wearing, and those were also Louis Vuitton. These are one of my newer pairs of Louis Vuitton sunglasses. I got these back in December, so I've only had them for what, 3 or 4 months. I really love these, probably one of my favorite pairs that I own in general, but especially from Louis Vuitton. They do have a flat lens, very aviator style. These do not have the Louis Vuitton logos on the lens. I did have a few of y'all ask, but it does have the monogram logo across this little brim here. It also has some monogram logo here. So it definitely has the logo on the sunglasses, but not on the lens. I just love these so much. I feel like there's something so chic about them, and they were the perfect addition to this look. And the very last thing that I was wearing from Louis Vuitton, which is the very last thing that I was wearing because literally everything I had on my body was Louis Vuitton, including the perfume. So I ended up trying to decide on a perfume to wear because I just felt like if I was going to be wearing Louis Vuitton head to toe, I probably should also do a Louis Vuitton perfume. And since I didn't already own any Louis Vuitton perfumes, I really wanted to smell them and pick out one to purchase. And there were two that I was deciding between. So I really fell in love with the Spell on You, which is a newer perfume that they added, I want to say last year. And then I decided to try the Oud line. So the Oud line is a little bit different because they're going to be in these darker bottles. I want to say there were 3 or 4 different scents from the Oud line, at least that I got to smell. I don't know if there are more at other locations, but from the location that I was at the Galleria, there were 3 or 4 to choose from. And this one is the Les Sables Roses. I'm sure I am pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure there is an appropriate French way to say that differently, but it's the Les Sables Roses one, the Roses Oud one. And you guys, I am obsessed. Like I feel like I've added a few new perfumes to my collection recently that I've really just fallen in love with, but I'm not even kidding. I feel like this could be LuxMommy's signature perfume. It is that amazing. I love it so much. A little goes a long way. Like when I tell you a little goes a long way, like this is the longest lasting perfume that I think I've ever smelled. I can still smell it on the clothes that I wore 2 days ago to the fashion show. And that's because I sprayed my clothes the morning of that. So that means I wore it the entire day, obviously put my clothes away, and then they've been sitting here in my closet for 2 days and I can still smell the perfume on these clothes. They are so, so beautiful. So here's what I will say. You guys know that I'm obsessed with rose perfumes. I've talked about it a lot. Rose is one of my absolute favorite scents in general. I think it's so, so beautiful, so feminine. I just love it. I love rose perfumes. I love rose scented almost anything. And this is a rose scented one as well. However, I don't think you have to like rose to like this perfume because of the way that it's mixed with the other scents and the oud. It really takes away that traditional traditional rose scent that most of us are expecting from a rose perfume, I would definitely try to go in store and try this on your skin. I do think that it's really important to try perfumes on your skin, especially at this price point. This is the bigger bottle, by the way. They had two different sizes. They had the 100 ml and the 200 ml. This is the 200 ml. I decided to go and get the big one because I really just fell in love with this one so much. Like, it smelled so amazing on my skin. It lasted so long and I just really fell in love with it. Like, this could seriously be a signature scent for me. I'm not even kidding. I'm like already thinking, like, if I were to pick like what are my top 5 perfumes and I had to dwindle my entire collection, which I do feel like I have a decent perfume collection now, this would definitely be in the top 3. That's how good this perfume is. And I feel like I'm really picky when it comes to perfume. This one doesn't have that alcohol scent. This one doesn't have that like licoricey scent, if that makes sense, that you get a lot with those oud perfumes. It doesn't have that. It's like the balance of the rose and the oud, they really balance each other out to take away that like old lady rose, and they take away that like licoricey scent that you get from a lot of ouds. They balance each other out so well. It's just so beautiful. Like, you guys have to try this one out. I'm not even kidding. I love it. So that is everything that I wore to the Louis Vuitton fashion show. It was such a fun event. I really hope to go to other events like that. I probably will not go this like far out for the next event, but I would definitely want to go and enjoy it. I did want to share, I did end up buying one thing while I was there after the fashion show shopping. It's not a big purchase. I just wanted to buy one item to kind of commemorate the event. This could be an item that I could say like, oh, I bought that at my first Louis Vuitton fashion show, right? Like, I just felt like I needed to get just a little something to have to remember the event. And keep in mind, this is a fashion show piece, so it's not necessarily something that I would probably have grabbed if I was just out shopping at a Louis Vuitton. It's definitely a little bit more fashion forward, but I thought they were really fun. Of course, you've got the sunglasses case here. As you guys know, they come with the hard shell case, but they also come with a soft shell case with all of their sunglasses. These actually came in 3 different colors, at least that I saw at the show. I don't know if there's more available online or in stores, but I originally tried on the white because I thought the white was a nice pop of color, and I just didn't like the way they looked on me. So I tried the black, and I just thought they were fun and different. Again, very like fashion, very like modern. I thought they were very different for me, and I thought these were a good piece to add to my, like, I feel like with a sleek back pony or a sleek back bun, right? I feel like they're fun and different. I feel like they're definitely very style specific. Like, I don't think that they look good with this outfit or anything. They're very style specific, but I thought they were a good piece for me to say like, hey, those are the sunnies that I got on my very first Louis Vuitton fashion show. The details of these are really nice. You've got the Louis Vuitton logos on the sides, which I thought was really cool. And if you look through the lens, it is one piece. You can see the clover there, but you can see the clover here with like the kind of grommet details right there. So I thought those were really cool. Is there grommet details down there too? Yeah, there is. There's grommets here, 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 and then the clover right there. So I thought the detail on these were really cool. And if you look, the lenses are actually not attached right here on the sides. So, but they're one solid lens kind of attached at the center area. I thought they were fun and different. Like I said, not necessarily something that I would reach for on a regular basis, but with the right outfit, I thought they were perfect and a great kind of memorial piece to have in my collection to say like, hey, those are from my very first Louis Vuitton fashion show. So there you have it. There is everything that I wore to my very first Louis Vuitton fashion show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really fell in love with all of these pieces, and even though this is not going to be a normal thing, I felt like it was a nice way to kind of zhuzh up my wardrobe with a little bit more ready to wear. I'm super happy with all these pieces. I do have one more item that I did get from Louis Vuitton while I was doing my try on. It is still at Louis Vuitton being altered, so as soon as that item is ready to go, I will definitely share with you when that comes, and I will see you guys in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.